LinkedIn. Is today actually Monday already?
Yes, it
It's
is.
actually Monday. Happy Monday morning to everyone on LinkedIn. Welcome to Talk About TV, where we talk about all things experiential outdoor hospitality. I'm your host, Michelle Oliver, and every Monday morning, we come to you with one thing about outdoor experiential hospitality. And I'm here today with Randy Hendrickson, as I am every Monday morning. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Michelle.
Today's topic is stand out where you sit down because we don't want to sit in these old, I don't know, those old fold out chairs or those ratty little things that I don't know, that just don't feel good. All the
Mm-mm.
outdoor furniture in these beautiful places. So let's talk about that. What have you got to share today?
First off, apologies if there's noise behind me. There's construction going on outside the doors, but hopefully that will be okay. Yeah, as always, when we do these little vignettes, Michelle, you and I talk about this stuff all the time. It's just fun to share our observations with other people. And a lot of where we've come to with our outdoor living experience, and in particular the outdoor furniture, is gosh, for literally decades now, I've been the person in the role of getting the accommodations and the furniture and all that kind of stuff. And it always ended up that when it came to outdoor furniture, it was the last thing, and we were out of money. And so it was Home Depot, it was
Ah,
Wayfair, it was Amazon. And lo and behold, here comes this stuff. It's okay. I spent all this time and money and diligence to find the right accommodation, the right fit and finish, the right cabinets, the right handles, the right knobs, the right flooring, and all that. Okay, got that. Check. The furniture for the inside. Okay, got it squared away. Now they got to sit outside. Okay, so it's going to be a plastic resin chair and a picnic table.
oh my
No,
gosh.
bad. So our whole thing about standing out where you sit down is if you're going to stand out with what you're bringing your guests with the accommodations, the fit and finish, the way it all looks, when they go outside to enjoy the great outdoors, don't punish them with a plastic resin chair. Now, with all due deference and all appreciation of other vendors in the space that sell those things, of course, there's a need for that sort of stuff. Our feeling that you and I talk about all the time is if you're going to stand out at everything else, stand out where you sit down. So when you go outdoors, think about a little bit higher spend or the same spend you would have put forth, but for higher quality goods. With regard to Evolve Lodging, as we're blessed with our relationship with Gathercraft because, firstly, we can give folks furniture that is very nice, very well made, with a warranty from a US backed company. And if something happens to the furniture, it's a US based company, US based warranty work, and we can cure that for you. That's one thing. But the other thing is it's going to last a lot longer. And hey, if I'm going to go sit outside, I'd like it to be on something that's cushioned, that has arms on it, and not a plastic chair that wobbles or a picnic bench with splinters. You got to stand out where you sit down, right?
Yeah. It's such an easy, very simple way to really differentiate yourself. And I was just thinking as you were speaking that it is part of the first impression that people have of your property because it's
Yeah.
outside. It's a part of the environment that they observe first. So you have an opportunity that you're missing if you're not taking advantage of that and doing something at least reasonable, if not special. There's so many ways they can make it truly special.
The configuration, the look, the feel, all that stuff. It's just like the interior F&E, which we've talked about before. And again, we're just really quite blessed with the relationships we've managed to forge with some of these great manufacturers to maybe the same level of spend you're used to from having done this in the past. We can get you for the same spend a far better product. And gosh, when I'm sitting outside, I want to be comfortable. It's the same. It's there's this old saying, and I'm sure you've probably heard it as many times as I have. It's this little mock thing where a CFO goes to a CEO and says, "What if we invest all this money in our people and they leave us?" And the CEO says, "What if we don't and they stay?" Right? It's one of these great things about you better invest in the people and the things in your business The parallel here would be the CFO going to the CEO and said, what if we spend more money on furniture and eventually someday it breaks? The CEO says, what if we don't spend more money on good stuff and people stay on plastic stuff? Invest.
Yeah,
Invest in
right.
the property, invest in the impression, invest in the retention of your guests, make them want to come back. And it all involves stretching your mind a little bit to think about different options than maybe you have before. And that's one of the things you and I also talk about all the time. And what Evolve does, come to us with your ideas, your budget, whatever, and let's think it through together. Let's plan the whole thing out, the decks, the furniture, everything, so you can stand
The
out.
other thing that I've heard from people quite often is, like you were saying, you would get to the end of the budget. It's like an afterthought that you're
Right.
getting the outdoor furniture and you're getting it from Amazon or Home Depot or whatever. Often people will order thinking that they're going to get that furniture really quickly, and
Mhm.
it is not true, or it comes damaged, or pieces of it show up. And we are able to deliver very rapidly through the warehouse. So I know we're not trying to turn this into a sales pitch, but that matters. Timing matters, especially when we're in the end of July, or you're looking at what can I do to enjoy it this year and next year. So yes, quality and telling the story of your brand. I can't tell you how many times I've been somewhere that I didn't wanna sit on the outdoor furniture because it's gonna ruin my dress or tear my skirt or whatever, or it's just gross. You just wonder what's been going on there.
And for me as well, that I certainly don't wear dresses, but have I sat on some plastic furniture that sure it lasted 10 years, but also looks like it's been there 10 years and it's got cracks and it's discolored. And
Yeah, it's awful,
can't go
discolored.
there.
Even the stuff that looks okay from a distance, when you get up close, the furniture takes so much wear and tear.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes no sense to buy something inexpensive that you're gonna have to replace again in June or live with the consequences in
That's it. It's about adjusting spend to the right outcome with the right durability to last you multiple revenue seasons. And you can't do that buying at replacement cost, whether it's the park model and any of the furniture inside or outside the deck. If you do it at the cheapest price, you're going to get the cheapest result. But that doesn't mean you have to overspend either. It's just about balance. Balance is what we're good
Exactly.
at. The right spend for the right thing that will last the longest, make the best impression. That's what we do.
That's it. So there you go, world. If you have an environment that you need outdoor furniture for, stand out where you sit down. Don't compromise there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one thing that matters this week, or at least on this beautiful Monday morning. And is there anything else you wanted to share?
I think that's basically it. That's our story. But actually, you did say something else that's actually really important. Sometimes when you order one of these things, it may be delayed. It may be coming from ports unknown or whatnot. And we're shipping from Gathercraft's warehouse in Los Angeles, and there's another one in Buffalo. So this is already on the ground in the US in most cases, and it could be there in a couple of weeks or less. That's
Yeah,
good.
we just went through that with a
We did.
client recently where they insisted on some specific furniture from a very well-known manufacturer,
Right.
thinking that it would arrive more quickly and they'd be more satisfied. And do you know what? That those items, they were delayed and those were the ones they were unhappy with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so trust us. Stand out where you sit down, and
That's
everybody have a
it.
beautiful week. And we'll be back again on Wednesday with what you don't know about outdoor hospitality. Thank you so much, Randy. Have a